Scary. Members of an Indiana family who lost 9 loved ones in the tragedy at Table Rock Lake have filed a second lawsuit, and they spoke publicly today.
If somebody had stood up and done something, we wouldn't be here today.
The most recent lawsuit is on behalf of 45-year-old Angela Coleman and 68-year-old Belinda Coleman. It seeks unspecified damages. This, though, is on top of another lawsuit for $100 million filed on behalf of 2 other members of that same family who also died. Both suits accuse the owners and the operators of the boat of putting profits over safety when they deployed the Ride the Ducks boat on July 19th, despite design problems and that bad weather. Missouri Senator Claire McCaskill wants new restrictions on duck boats, and investigative reporter Emily Sinovic breaks down the proposed legislation.
One of the most shocking parts of the duck boat tragedy at Table Rock Lake has been learning well known these duck boats can be deadly. Federal investigators recommended a laundry list of improvements for these boats after one sank in Arkansas, and that was back in 1999 when 13 people died. Yet those recommendations were never mandated. Senator McCaskill wants to change that. She introduced legislation putting many of those recommendations into federal law, steps she says could have saved lives on Table Rock Lake. Boats like the one that sank at Table Rock would get regular inspections, have backup contained flotation devices to keep the boat afloat if it floods. And one of the major mandated changes would be the removal of the boat canopy or installing a canopy that is detachable.
If someone has a life jacket on and one of these vehicles goes down in the water, they get trapped against the roof even more because the buoyancy of the life jacket holds them against the roof and makes it even more difficult for them to get to some point of ingress or egress. These are not open vehicles. When they're in the water, it's almost like an enclosed bus.
The law would also require boats that aren't in compliance to be shut down, not allowed on the water. The investigation at Table Rock Lake is a complex one, though. Now what's called a Commandant-directed Marine Board investigation. That's the highest level possible and actually rare. Only 3 other incidents have merited that level of investigation since 2010. I'm Emily Sinovic, KCTV 5 News.
For updates